is, oh yes, Biscoff cream biscuits. These are like two little Lotus Biscoff wafers with kind of the Biscoff cream inside, like a custard cream but with Biscoff. Oh, they are so nice. Anyway, welcome. The mirror's a bit low. I can't see myself in the mirror because my head's here. That's my view right now. But I can go like that. There you go, and you can actually see me, so that's okay. Welcome to British Voice ASMR, and quite a special edition here. This is a hotel room tour. I am down in the Cotswolds with work, and I have a lake. There's a lake. Let me take you. You can have a look at the lake. So this is we're down here for a work event. And like the entirety of Sony's here at the minute, well, Sony UK anyway. I've been propping the door open with my chair. But look at this. Oh. My ISO Auto is obviously not working very well. Let me just crank this up. Oh no, that's a terrible idea. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing, honestly. I'm supposed to be good with cameras. I'll use my f-stop. Bear with me. That's much better. I have a lake. Isn't it beautiful? So this is the Vere Water Park Hotel in the Cotswolds, the Vere Cotswolds. And it's absolutely glorious. I mean, the weather has been insane. As you can see, that it's I think about 8:30 in the morning. It's a late start for me today because we were in the bar here until about 3:30 last night, and yeah, it was a late one, quite good fun. But today, a late start, and it's already just absolutely cooking. It is so hot, so hot. Yeah, this is my balcony. We've got a kind of little wooden wall here. Got both my windows open and my door open, which have been open all night to try and let some of the breeze from the lake in. But it is stifling, absolutely stifling. So you've got the little chair system there. A chair system, what am I talking about? A table and chair, like a decking chair. I don't think my brain has quite started working yet. In the water here, so there's a whole series of lakes around here. We did paddleboarding yesterday, in kind of one of the other lakes, not this one. But there are massive fish that we keep on seeing. There's dragonflies, damselflies everywhere, like cormorants and lots of other little birds, and we're not far from RAF Fairford, which is where all the Americans have their Air Force as well. So yesterday, whilst we were paddleboarding, we had B-52 bombers flying overhead doing test flights, and a couple of other planes as well, which I didn't recognise, but they looked more like kind of reconnaissance planes or maybe fighter planes. I don't know. But yeah, I recognise the B-52 bombers. So it's been really cool, and the actual kind of paddleboarding was incredibly good fun. I spent a lot of the time actually just in the lake trying to keep cool. So yeah, but as you can see, it's quite a big hotel. So that's all hotel. That's all the hotel. That beyond also all the hotel around there. There's a lovely walk that you can do around the lake, which we did yesterday morning. I'm saying we because in the next room here, so my adjoining balcony, is one of my work colleagues, a chap called Liam. I'm going to try and wake up soon so we can go down and have some breakfast. And the rest of my work they're all here as well, so there must be, I don't know, there must be at least kind of 100 of us here. It's the entirety of Sony UK and Nordics, so a lot of people over here from Norway and Sweden and Denmark and stuff as well, which is really nice. So I've got to meet a lot of those because they're a new addition to Sony UK. It used to just be Sony UK, and recently we've kind of combined with the Nordics area, so now it's Sony UK and Nordics, which gets the beautiful acronym SUN, S-U-N, which I quite like. So we've met a load of the Nordics as well, which is lovely. So a whole load of new crew to hang out with. And yeah, so we had like a big meeting in the morning, but then we had some nice activities like the paddleboarding and things like that, and then obviously an evening meal and a bit of a party. So there might be some rough heads this morning. Mine, strangely, is fine at the minute. It might kick in later because it was a very late night. We shall see, and I've got like a 5 or 6 hour drive home after this. But it's been a lovely old time. I've packed my main bag. I had my wide brimmed hat to stop my poor little head getting burnt yesterday. I have my brand spanking new A7R Mark 6, which is our new high resolution camera. So tomorrow I am taking that out to the Farne Islands off the Northumbrian coast, or Northumberland coast. And we're going to try and find some puffins. We're going on a boat trip. I mean, sometimes you see orcas and killer whales and dolphins and stuff. But the primary objective is to see if we can get some good photos of some puffins. Also, for work, I'm going with a camera club based up in Sunderland, so that should be fun. But yeah, long drive home, a short night, sleep, and then up first thing in the morning to go and get that boat trip. So very busy, not much rest, but fun activities. This is cool, isn't it? This is cool. I don't actually know what that is. It looks like it could be wood grain maybe, or sandstone, like an up close of sandstone, maybe cliffs, sandstone cliffs, something like that. This one's the same actually. This one might give me a bit more of an idea, because that looks like actual sand on a beach. So I wonder if these are kind of a sandstone rock formations on a beach somewhere, probably in Somerset, I would imagine, if they're at the hotel here in Somerset. Who knows? The bed's in a state of disarray, obviously, because I slept in it. Didn't have any covers on last night because it's so flaming hot. When I say it's hot, I mean it is hot. So the entirety of Europe has been suffering through an insane heat wave, which we are not built for. So yesterday here was like 38 degrees Celsius. It's unheard of. It's the hottest June day on record yesterday. Yeah, like literally the hottest June day there has ever been in the UK, which is bonkers, like bonkers. The hotel doesn't have aircon. I've got no, so I literally just had that fan, which I've turned off now so I can do this video. And I'm sweltering already. But yeah, we don't have air conditioning, so it's 37 degrees inside and out. It's horrible. It's really humid as well. So it's like I had 3 showers yesterday. 3 showers. Grim, like proper grim. Anyway, it's meant to cool down this weekend, thank goodness. It needs to break because, yeah, it's been even worse on the continent. I think Paris was in the 40s. It's just insane. So, those little Biscoff biscuits, I'm really happy about those. They're delicious. I had one yesterday, which is why there's only 3 left and not 4. I have normal little UHT milk sachets, some Clipper coffee, Twinings everyday tea bags, got a load of my random bits and bobs. This thing is called the Rion Pocket Pro, and it is a Sony device, which that little metal plate sits on the back of your neck, and it can either cool you down or heat you up. It's really good. It's like a personal kind of temperature device thing. Pretty fancy. And it's quite good. I quite like it. So it helps. I've got my massive battery pack for when I'm on the road and need to use my laptop all day, which is rather decent. My little Cambridge University hat, which I've still got from my time. I studied at Cambridge and it was ace, really cool. And that hat has been many places with me and has strangely not fallen apart at the seams. Most of my kind of older hats are an absolute mess now, but that one's doing alright. It's quite a solid one. I've got a map here. Got some paracetamol just in case I needed them, but so far I've been okay. This is our map of the De Vere Hotel. So I'm over in this building, and yeah, the kind of hotel reception. So I'm going over here for breakfast next. And the lake I think we went to yesterday was kind of down this way, full of water sports and stuff. But it's a big hotel complex, and as you've kind of seen, it's quite beautiful out there. It's lovely. A couple of nice chairs, actually really soft. I had a bit of a sit down on this one earlier. That one looks even comfier, but I've just used it for a bag. Samsung TV, one of my least favourite TV brands. I've had 2 Samsung TVs go wrong on me in the past, but that one evidently still works because it's on the wall here. Got the mirror, but again, from my head height, that mirror is a little bit low to be of any use whatsoever. Got the fan, which I'm going to have to turn back on soon because I'm starting to struggle with the heat a little bit. I might have to cut this video short actually. Yeah, kind of too hot. I've got my own little personal fan here, which I had set up, which I need to go and pack. Actually, I'm going to leave that over here so I don't forget it. Let's pop that down. So I had that blowing on my face all last night. And of course, my Sony WH-1000 Mark IVs, which are the ones that fold up nicely, so I can fold them up and stick them back in their little carry case. They are my ASMR headphones of choice. We have the old school phone. I do still love how hotels have old school phones. Yeah, I don't think anyone else does anymore. Got some Harrogate spring water, some sparkling spring water. This I bought from the hotel. This cost me £5.50 in the hotel bar for water. £5.50 for water. Unreal. Fortunately, they do have little taps where you can refill it, so I've refilled it with cold sparkling water from a cold sparkling water tap like 6 times. So, in fairness, I've had my money's worth out of it. But still, £5.50. You know you're in a hotel when you charge those kind of prices. Oh, we've got some more artwork here. Looks like a coastline and a horizon. Although, oh no, that might be a lake actually, because it looks like there's some land beyond. Lovely stuff. We've got our escape plan over here. I like that. Yeah, I've not used it, but nice little wooden one-on-one instead of a flimsy card. Little hotel thing to say, please clean my room or please don't clean my room. Here, this is a weird setup, right? So on the corridor, you come down and there's a door here, 736, and I'm in 739. But you go into your own kind of personal little corridor here, and then it splits off into a couple of different rooms, which is bizarre. So this one's mine. I've got a colleague this one's mine. I've got a colleague in this one, and then this one, there's just no one in there. It's bizarre. But my colleague's room and this room, like, adjoin each other, and they share a balcony and everything, but they don't have like a separate key. It's a weird set. It's probably designed for families, I guess. Anyway, I'm waffling. Bathroom. is a bathroom. I've already taken my stuff away, I'm afraid, so I can't go through all my rubbish, but I can show you. Yes, so again, posh hotel is Penhaligons. So we've got Penhaligons Halfetti liquid soap, which has quite a distinct scent to it. It was quite, how can I describe it? I can't describe it. It was quite kind of spicy, quite a spicy scent to it. And we've got the same in the shower. So yeah, Penhaligons shampoo and Penhaligons body wash over there. And if you don't know Penhaligons, they're quite an expensive brand of soaps and things like that. There's a word for it. My brain is not working this morning. Oops. This is the bathroom. I can't stay in here. It's too hot in there. It's like an oven in that bathroom. I can feel the sweat pricking out on my skin. I'm going to have to go back outside. I cannot deal with it, honestly. This heat, I just cannot cope with it. It's too much. It's a little bit better out here, thank goodness. Less oppressive. Genuinely, wow, I'm absolutely cooking. I'll stand out here for a second and cool down. Yeah, so, I know this has only been about 17 minutes, but I'm going to go and get my breakfast. Try and wake up my colleague next door. Yeah, get some breakfast in my tummy, and then I'm going to start on the long drive home. We're actually about 45 minutes from Clarkson's farm. So if you've ever seen the series Clarkson's Farm, Jeremy Clarkson running his farm, we're about 45 minutes from the Farmer's Dog, which is the pub that he runs, and it's quite a big part of the show in the last season. And the Chipping Norton, his diddly squat farm shop, and the farm is just a few minutes further on from there. And so, yeah, I think I might actually go. Oh, lots of little birds flying about. I think I might actually go there because it's kind of on my way-ish home. And I love the show. So I might pop to the farm shop and buy myself a little treat from the farm shop. Because I do love a farm shop. So I could get something for my dinner. And I could go to the pub and have a coffee or a pint. So yeah, should be lovely. Should be lovely. I can see all the fishes swimming around. Big black fish in there, so you probably can't see them. They're quite hard to spot because they're pretty much the same colour as the actual water. But it's very relaxing, just standing out here and watching fish and kind of damselflies and butterflies and birds just pottering about, doing their thing. Very relaxing indeed. So we've been here 2 nights. Those of us that kind of live a lot further away, we got to stay an extra night. So I think basically if you've got more than kind of a 4-hour drive, we'd have had to start I'd have had to leave the house about 5:30 yesterday to get here before the meeting started. So yeah, we got put up for an extra night, which was great. So I've been here 2 nights. I would quite like to stay here a bit longer, but in this weather with no aircon in the room, it's not been the most pleasant hotel room stay. But this balcony is lovely, and everything else we've done has been really quite lovely. So if you ever find yourselves in the Cotswolds and you like a bit of water sports, there's paddleboarding and everything here. So the Vere Hotel. It's the Vere Water Park Hotel, I think, Cotswolds. Can highly recommend. And if you've never been to the Cotswolds themselves are beautiful. Beautiful, picturesque little villages, gorgeous kind of sandstone houses, and it's a lovely area. So I would highly recommend, if you ever come to the UK, or if you're in the UK and you want somewhere to go for a holiday, Cotswolds is beautiful. Only downside is obviously we're in the south of the country and I think quite pricey really. So, but you're not a million miles away from kind of Bristol and Gloucester. And, yeah, plenty to do. Anyway, I waffled on. We're just looking at a lake. I want to go and have my breakfast, so I'm going to say tatty byes. Fare thee well. I will see you on the flippity flop, and let me just come back to... Ooh. Hopefully I didn't just wake you back up again with bashing that chair. See if I can very gently close that door. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, I will I'll bid you a fond adieu. Arrivederci, Auf Wiedersehen and all that lark. And I will see you next time. Have a good night if you're going to sleep, and if you're just chilling this evening or today and watching this, I hope you have a very relaxing day. Take care of yourselves. Ta-ra.